4-4 Quebec, descend and maintain 4,000.
Miami Center, King Air 559er Delta Whiskey.
Air 559er Delta Whiskey, Miami Center, here's your loud and clear. How me?
I got declared emergency. My pilot's unconscious. I need help up here.
Air 559er Delta Whiskey, roger, and stand by 1. 4 miles approach, 4 miles low, 724 line.
4 miles approach, 4 miles low.
4 miles approach, 4 miles low, 724 line emergency.
All right.
559er Delta Whiskey has an unconscious pilot. He needs help. Do you want me to put him back on you?
Need help?
Where's he going? He's just stand by. Air 559er Delta Whiskey, say your intentions.
I need to get this thing on the ground. I'm flying the King Air.
Air 559er Delta Whiskey, I understand. Are you a pilot? The pilot unconscious.
My pilot's deceased. I'm a single engine pilot, low time.
Miami 49.
I need help. I need a King Air pilot to talk to.
All right, all aircraft stand by. Air 559er Delta Whiskey. And are you at the cockpit now?
I am co-pilot seat. Get him out.
Air 9er Delta Whiskey, understand you are able to fly an aircraft?
Single engine. I need to get off this. I'm going through 11,000. I need to get level.
Air 9er Delta Whiskey, go ahead and level off at 1,000.
I want to do that with unset this autopilot.
Air 9er Delta Whiskey, roger. 20461, contact Miami approach 133.77.
3377, 0461.
American 2234, contact Miami approach 120.5.
20.5, American 2234.
Vonto 108, descend and maintain 8,000, next ride down.
Hurry down to 8,000, Vonto 108.
There you go, Air 9er Delta Whiskey, are you able to maintain 12,000?
Well, do I turn off the altimeter or not? It's steady climbing, and but it looks to me like my altitude descent is on 10,000. I don't know why I keep going climbing. Figure out how to level off.
And November 9er Delta Whiskey, okay, and you think the autopilot is on?
I know it's on.
And or 9er Delta Whiskey, yeah, right. Can you tell what altitude it says it's going to climb to?
The altitude said is 10,000, but I'm going through 13 now. It should have leveled off at 10, so how do I stop that is what I want
to know. Citrus 86, descend and maintain 11,000.
11,000, Citrus 86.
458 Hotel Charlie, contact Miami Center 127.2.
272, 8 Hotel Charlie. Center after 445, Kilo 10,000, heading 270.
American 2050, cross Scott, maintain 10,000 at 250 knots.
Scott 10,000,
559er Delta Whiskey only, and understand, so we're trying to find some help out here, and you're still on a climb?
Still climbing through 14,000. I can turn my altitude set to 15. Maybe that'll stop it.
You said it's set at 1,000?
It's set at 10,000, 10,000, but it went through that. So I need to, if I set it to 16,000, will it level off or not under altitude set? 9er Delta Whiskey.
All right, November 9er Delta Whiskey. Okay, I understand you're going to be leveling off at 15,000. Is that what you're showing on the autopilot?
No, autopilot, once again, says 10,000. I've already busted 10,000. I'm steady climbing. I need to stop the climb. All right, stay with me, Miami. Let's go.
559er Delta Whiskey, I'm here. Don't worry. We're trying to find the solution to that. Stand by.
For me on the 50. Okay, number 5, Delta Whiskey. When you look at the center console there, you don't see anything with the, you see the autopilot's unable to disengage?
I don't know. I know where the autopilot switch is down there. It's on engaged right now. I can engage it if you disengage it. That's fine.
Number 5 Delta Whiskey. Disengage the autopilot. We're gonna have you hand fly the plane.
All right. Do you want me to disengage the autopilot?
Number 5 Delta Whiskey. Affirmative. Disengage the autopilot.
Disengaging autopilot. I need to pull back on the throttle some, correct?
Number 5 Delta Whiskey. Negative, you can hold the yoke. You got are you holding the yoke now level?
Yeah, I can disengage the autopilot right now.
Okay, hold the yoke level, disengage the autopilot.
Say again?
Hold the yoke level and disengage the autopilot, number 5 Delta Whiskey.
I disengaged it. I'm flying the airplane by hand.
Okay, number 5 Delta Whiskey in here. Can you try my showing you now at 17,000.
After 55, kilos, level 10,000, headings 270.
American 1700, contact bomb me, approach 120.5.
You find me the longest, widest runway you can, ma'am.
Number 5 Delta Whiskey, roger. I'm going to try to keep you hold the plane level. You're doing pretty good, 17,200. Try to hold the plane now at 17,000.
All right, 17.3 right now.
Number 5 Delta Whiskey, roger.
445 Alpha Kilo, level 10,000, heading 270.
Citrus 304, contact Miami, approach 133.77.
2377, 304.
Air 44, Quebec, contact Fort Myers, approach 119.75.
419.75, 44 Quebec.
Vontae 108, contact Miami, approach 120.5.
All right, I got the engine torque on 1900 on each engine. Affirmative. 456, 240.
American 2050, Miami, approach 120.5.
25, American 2050, good day.
686, altitude descending to.
All right, number 5 Delta Whiskey. We're going to start a slow, shallow descent. Just easy down on the yoke. A slight descent. We're going to get you down to 11,000. 11,000.
11,000. Do you want me to change the power setting on the throttle? Whiskey.
Number 9 Delta Whiskey, affirmative. Pull back slightly on the throttle and just ease over the yoke gently.
All right.
We're going to take a nice shallow descent. Whatever you're comfortable with, we'll just try to make a nice shallow 500 feet per minute descent.
What's the rate of descent for 9 Delta Whiskey?
Number 9 Delta Whiskey, whatever you're comfortable with, we're going to try to start at like a 500 feet per minute. If it goes more, that's fine. We're just trying to make it a nice, easy descent for you down to 1,000.
I got it at 1,000 feet per second.
Number 5 Delta Whiskey, that's fantastic.
9 Delta Whiskey, straight ahead on a heading of, about 350. 456 is at 240. Center after 445 Alpha Kilo.
Citrus 86, Miami.
Miami after 445 Alpha Kilo, we're heading 270, 10,000. American 456 needs lower.
Citrus 86, contact Miami, approach 133.77.
Bye, y'all, good luck. 3377, will do.
American 456, flighting 180.
Heading 180, American 456. You want to show me after 445 Alpha Kilo.
Alpha Kilo, stand by.
I'm going to...
American 456, flighting 180, contact Miami Center 132.2.
Thank you. 322, good day.
Air 5 Alpha Kilo, climbing tip over 400.
Up to 400, can we get direct volunteer?
Air 5 Alpha Kilo, got emergency going on. Stand by 1 and contact Miami Center 133.9er.
1339, up to 400, 445 Alpha Kilo.
Okay, number 5 Delta Whiskey, you doing all right there descending?
Oh, we're having a hoot, 9 Delta Whiskey at 16,000, 1,000 foot per minute descent, 9 Delta Whiskey.
Okay, number 9 Delta Whiskey, just so you know what we're doing here, we're going to get you down to 1,000. We're going to make you give you a turn to the west. We're going to hand you off to Fort Myers Approach, and they've got some controllers there that also have pilot experience, and they're going to talk you all the way in down to the landing there. Do you have any experience in a King Air?
Negative.
All right, number 5 Delta Whiskey, you're doing a real good job. Just keep you doing a very good holding your heading, a real nice descent there.
You got me heading almost due north.
Number 5 Delta Whiskey, affirmative. I just didn't want to turn you while you're descending. If you're comfortable with that, I'll give you a turn out to the west while you're descending. That's up to you. Would you like to continue straight during the descent or make a turn with the descent?
I can make a turn with the descent. I don't need any weather up here right now either, ma'am.
Okay, I'm not showing any weather on my radar here, but I only show precipitation. But let me just make sure I confirm what you said. You said you'd like to make a turn to the left while you're descending?
I can do that.
Okay, number 5 Delta Whiskey, just a nice, easy turn to the left, whatever you're comfortable, real shallow, real gentle on the controls. You're going to turn left, fly a heading of about a 270 heading and continue that descent down to 1000, whatever you're comfortable with.
Left 270 down to 1000, King Air 9 Delta Whiskey.
Number 9 Delta Whiskey, affirmative.
Commander 49,
real smooth.
2215.
And number 5 Delta Whiskey, just to put your mind at ease, there's good weather at Fort Myers. There's no weather in the way. It's VFR. Okay, number 5 Delta Whiskey, just so you know the plan, we're going to bring you around to Fort Myers. They've got the longer runway, and we're going to get you the most available runway for your landing. You're going to do fine.
9 Delta Whiskey.
All right, number 9 Delta Whiskey, you got any questions about what you're doing right now? Are you okay?
Yeah, we're great. 9 Delta Whiskey, thank you.
Okay, number 5 Delta Whiskey, real nice job in that turn there, and you're going to be talking to Fort Myers approach here in just a minute. Like I said, they're going to take their time and talk to you and get you down safe.
What's that frequency going to be?
Number 5 Delta Whiskey, it will be 132.07.
Let me see if I can find it without screwing this up.
Okay, well, if you want, why don't we wait until you're level there and turn down on a heading, and then you can try to tune in that frequency.
132 what?
It'll be 132.07 for November 5 Delta Whiskey.
13207, 9 Delta Whiskey.
And like I said, number 9 Delta Whiskey, just concentrate on flying the plane. Looks like you're just about established on that heading. Now you're approaching that 1000. As you get to about 11,500, you want to start easing up just a little bit on that yoke to level off that plane. Don't worry if you go through the altitudes or anything, but in about 500 feet, just start kind of leveling off that yoke just a little bit, easing back, and apply just a touch of the throttle.
Can I set this altitude set at 11,000 and turn the autopilot back on?
Number 5 Delta Whiskey, if you would like, if that makes you more comfortable, you can do that.
I can't do it. It messes up my heading.
Now, 5 Delta Whiskey, Roger. It's probably there's a little bug for the heading that you can twist over to get established with the autopilot. But why don't we? You're doing such a good job here, hand flying. Why don't we keep you on that heading? You're doing well, and we'll level. It looks like you're just about level at 1000 there, holding it well. And now, if you can, it's going to be 132.07.
Would I push tune to change that frequency?
If you do have it set up in the second radio, sir?
I do.
Yep, you would switch to. So what I'm going to do, number 5 Delta Whiskey, is contact Fort Myers approach 132.07 by pushing 2. If you do not get them, just switch it again, and you'll be talking to me.
Thanks.
Number 5 Delta Whiskey, Roger.